It's falling apart. It's in ruins for a man. I will never be controlled or manipulated by a man ever again. Yeah, you got this.
You know, on the one hand, KJ's acting in this scene was pretty solid. I know that some people feel some kind of way about it, like, it wasn't that good. It's up to interpretation. I feel like it was as good as it could be for the scene that it was in, based on the fact that it reminded me of Sabrina last week, where she had that heart-to-heart with Maurice about feeling like being a rule follower and being a good person hasn't really been paying off for her because she hates being blamed for things she didn't do. And I said Novi's acting in the scene was good. Sabrina's words were relatable because on some level I understand what she's saying, because I've had those same feelings myself from time to time. Like, what's the point of doing the right thing if other people are going to, cheat their way to, success and whatnot? Basically, the people who break the rules and, don't follow protocol and, step on others, they get farther in life than me, and I'm trying to do the right thing. Like, when is it my time to, thrive, so to speak? And I said, like, Sabrina isn't a victim. Like, if you look at everything she's done in the series so far, she's not a victim. So I don't feel like she has that right to complain about it. And when it comes to Andi, I think KJ's acting in the scene was something else. But when you look at Andi as a character, I don't really feel for her, because it's season effing 8. I mean, this is stuff like you should have been realized it, but you chose to stay in it. I mean, she literally, hey, whether or not she meant it or not, wasn't season 6 where she told Gary to his face, the only reason I put up with your BS is because you were good in bed. I knew you were no good for me. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the gifts. You were just good in bed. That's literally what she said. And keep in mind, I think she was drunk at the time, but she refused to take back what she said, which basically, showed the audience that despite everything this man put her through, like I've been preaching about all these women, she chose to be with him because he was good in bed. So I don't feel anything where she has those moments of, I'm never going to let another man manipulate or control me. Basically making it so the next man has to suffer because of what Gary did to her, because she allowed herself to stay in the situation. I mean, I feel like I'm having one of those Kevin Samuel, or what do you call it, red pill moments where, a guy on a podcast talks about like high value men, or, the fact that women will get ran through and have a bunch of kids, but then they want a dude who's successful to, work for it. Like, oh, you're going to have to earn, sexual relations with me, despite her being ran through by like, Chad, John, Tyrone, Davis, whoever else. And yet this dude over here who has a successful job, he has money, no kids, no baby mama. Oh, this guy's going to have to work for? Oh, man, no. Just get out of here with that BS. Because you're bringing all the drama from your past toxic relationships and making some other dude work for it like you a prize. Get out of here. So, Andi in this moment, it was a good scene, but how many other times have we had Andi break down? I'm tired of Gary. I'm not dealing with this anymore. No, you did it to yourself. I don't care. I don't. It's just like whenever Karen would give a half-assed apology to Zatima, it's like, I didn't mean what I said. I'm still trying to deal with the whole thing about Zach moving on and, him being with you. And it's just a lot. It's like, and then Zatima's like, I understand. And then next thing you know, Karen's right back to being a bitch in the next episode. It's like, it doesn't matter how many times you apologize. It's changed behavior. That's the real proof of you developing and your apology meaning something. And when it comes to Andi, I don't like Hudson. Good actor though. I feel like, they picked the right guy for this role. Even though it seems like he's definitely setting up Andi, he is making good points about how, it's like you never have to answer for the wrong you do. Every time you get involved with somebody, they end up in a situation worse than how you left them, yet you walk away squeaky clean. Because she's no victim. Just like Sabrina, she's no saint. She uses people. Like, I'm not going to be controlled. I'm not going to be manipulated. You chose to be there. And when it comes to the whole blackmail and all this crap, it's like I said in the last video, a video from last week or the week before about is Andi still in love with Gary? And I'm like, I feel deep down she wanted to marry this dude because she loves the dysfunction of it, because compared to Gary, Jordan is just boring. And I truly feel like on some level she still wants to be with this guy. So yeah, she can talk about how I'm not going to let another man do this and that to me again, but you chose to be in those situations. So again, it was a good scene for what it was, but it doesn't mean a hill of beans in the long run. So even though Penelope slap came out of nowhere and it seems like Jordan is done with Andi, honestly, I hope he is. I want her to sit and lose everything because she deserves to lose it. So that's all I got. What did you think about the scene? Oh yeah, and stop using flashbacks. Like last week, I thought it was good when Andi went into Gary's hospital room and she was having season 1 flashbacks and everything. And I thought, oh, that was good. But then they ruined it by using it again in episode 5, where she's literally having a flashback to the same scenes that she had flashbacks from in episode 4. And even worse, they added flashbacks from the scene from episode 4 when she's in the hospital room. It's like, okay, now you're just filling up runtime. We didn't, you messed it up. I mean, heck, if you want to do flashbacks, just pull from seasons 2 through 6. Just do that. Just spice it up a bit. I say seasons 2 through 6 because we just had season 7 and a lot of people don't want to remember season 7. So yeah, I mean, you have plenty of scenes you could pull from, yet you're just pulling from season 1, which is just a clear indication that, as a lot of fans have speculated, these writers only watch season 1. So it's like, oh, so there's that. But hey, like and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next video.